Quite helpful.
I fully grasp. I must lead them well. Thank you. This watch and learn. Try harder. Predictable. It won't be in vain.
I swear it wasn't in vain.
Taking life doesn't faze me.
Too kind.
Hey! Just stop already! Everyone's equal in battle.
handle this.
Well done.
Can't hold me back.
This...
Thank you. Lead them well.
Well met.
enter.
My, it's been a long time, hasn't it, Your Highness? You've grown awfully strong.
Oh, shameless. I bet it was you who killed my uncle and set me up. Am I right?
Too true. I'd already forgotten about all that loveliness.
I'll kill you, you monster. You will pay for all that you have done.
So this is as far as I could get. Well, so be it. Still, I'll give you a little gift.
It's over, Cornelia. If you have any last words, now is the time.
Right you are. Very well. I have an old tale that I would like you to hear, if I may. About something that happened 10 years ago. Something Patricia said about how she wished to see her real daughter again, no matter who or what she had to sacrifice to do so. And about how I made her wish come true, at the cost of the king's head.
The king's head? You mean Dusker? You monster! You mean to say that my father, everyone, was killed by my stepmother?
That's right. Her family meant everything to her. You certainly know that feeling, do you not? Oh, poor little prince. Unloved by the only mother he ever knew. How pitiful.
How dare you!
There's nothing left for you now. Nothing but despair.
Thank you so much.
Try as that woman might to spout nonsense to her very last, nothing could change the fact that she was an enemy of the kingdom. She sold out Fargus to the Empire, forcing our people to suffer their tyranny. But all that ends today. No more blood will be needlessly spilled.
Come, Your Highness. You still have some responsibilities that must be carried out. Your people have been patiently awaiting your return.
Do you mean... No. I can't bear to face them after all that I... Professor. Right you are, as ever. I am their king, after all. What is this?
As you can see, the people are rejoicing at the return of their king.
Even though I turned my back on them and fled the kingdom in disgrace.
Even so, the spectacle before you does not lie. We are a kingdom in need of a king, a hero to save the people from their long oppression. Your Highness, it is truly a blessing that you have returned.
Do I really have the right to stand here? Will they accept me as their king? Bloodstained as I am I fit to be king? These are happy tears, my friend. I am finally home again. Fargus, how I missed you. It may be spring, but the nights are quite chilly here in Ferdiad. Still, our celebratory feast shows no sign of stopping. Have you grown weary of the festivities? It's not that I have grown weary, more that I find it difficult to be around everyone at the moment. I have just returned from visiting the graves of my loved ones. It had been a long while since I left Flowers. I was always terribly afraid of going near there, but I could not stay away forever. You have taught me something important, Professor. That too, of course. But what I'm referring to is far more valuable. How should I put this? Perhaps it is most accurate to say that you taught me how to live. If you and I had not reunited on that fateful day, I am certain I would have died a fruitless death on the battlefield. I would have foolishly challenged a horde of foes, and in doing so, needlessly sacrificed the lives of my friends and myself. But now I have returned to my rightful place. I struggle with what to say when I know well that words are not enough to express my gratitude. You saved me from the darkness and guided me back to the light. Thank you, Professor. With all that I am, I thank you. Revenge was never something I wished for. It was an obligation I felt I had inherited from those who died. I believed my life belonged to those who lost their own in Duscur. But what I now seek is something else entirely. I can say that with confidence. But I digress. For tonight, our only focus should be to bask in our victory. After that, we must prepare for our battle with the Empire. To start, we must absorb the Kingdom Knights taken by the Dukedom into our own forces and reshuffle our troops. The Lords will need to help purge our territory of Imperial forces, and I will use my authority as king to gather forces from various regions. And we'll have to ask the merchants to lend us the funds we require. Oh, and we must request delivery of supplies at once. I cannot handle all this work by myself, you know. I will be counting on you, Professor. There is much to do, but it is all critical work if we hope to stand a chance against the Empire. Yes, I am well aware. I believe we have spoken of this before. Everyone has something they simply cannot accept. As for Edelgard, I am certain she will never be able to accept the Church of Seiros. I believe that is why she seeks to destroy it. She is looking to revolutionize the world, in her mind, for the better. But even if she manages to birth a new world, it would be at the cost of... I wish to end this war through acceptance, not annihilation. Just as my people accepted me, I wish dearly to accept her. But I fear...
Your Highness, I finally found you.
I'm sorry for slipping away. Has something happened?
An express messenger just arrived from the leader of the Alliance. Please, return to the castle at once.
An express messenger? What in the world could Claude be after? I am on my way. Professor, please join me.
Part 2. Azure Moon. Garland Moon. The Golden Deer's Plea. The Kingdom Army has reclaimed the Kingdom capital and plans to immediately begin restoring the country and its forces. But an unexpected request arrives from Claude, leader of the Leicester Alliance. Dimitri promptly responds to the request for aid, and he rushes to prepare the kingdom's forces.
We have received a request for aid from the Alliance. They are being invaded by the Empire. We have only just taken back Ferdiad, and yet I am already asking all of you to move out once more. Please accept my apologies for that.
That's no problem at all. More importantly, how is the Alliance faring?
House Regan has rallied the Alliance lords. They are facing the enemy with all the strength they can muster. But we do not know how far that will get them. It seems the enemy's relentless attacks have forced them into a tough situation. Their defeat at Gronder severely weakened the Alliance. I imagine the Empire now intends to destroy them before they can recover.
To think they'd watch us chase their soldiers out of the kingdom capital, then immediately go invade the Alliance. Their general is Lord Volkard von Arundel. He serves as regent to the Emperor. He has presumably taken command after the Emperor was wounded in Gronder.
He is known for his shrewdness and excels not only in domestic affairs, but tactics as well. He is not an opponent we should take lightly. Lord Arundel. I always suspected that Lord Arundel was behind the tragedy 9 years ago. The timing of his departure from the kingdom, the fact that he abruptly stopped making donations. Too many factors made him suspect. If Lord Arundel conspired with Cornelia, then what Kronya and the others said 5 years ago? Well, never mind that for now. The Alliance needs our help. What are your thoughts?
If we turn our back on the Alliance and then Deirdre falls, it will undoubtedly make our situation difficult further down the road. We would have enemies in 2 directions, in the Alliance to the northeast, and in the Empire to the south.
That is true. In that scenario, we would not be able to safely march our soldiers to Enbar.
I am terribly worried about Lady Rhea, but I believe we must save the Alliance first.
What do you think, Professor?
Yes, I agree. I will admit that there is something to be gained for us as well, for when we eventually march south. But far more importantly, they need us. We cannot turn our backs on them. We will arrange to head out at once. Prepare yourselves, everyone.
Professor, could you explain? Is that really...
Professor. Thank you. You may leave now. Not really. There's just a problem I must now clean up. Do you know of Aryan Road? It is a fortress that also goes by the name of the Silver Maiden. Is that so? Aryan Road is a fortress city, lauded as the strongest in the kingdom. The land around Aryan Road was once entrusted to Count Rowe. When he turned to the Empire, the Silver Maiden went with him. Now, one after another, the lords of each region are leaving the Empire at the call of the Eastern Lords. But I am sure the Empire has no plans to relinquish the fortress city, given its strategic position on the front lines of their war with the Kingdom. Unless we can take back Aryan Road, the Kingdom will continually be attacked at its weakest points. I was thinking that we need to deal with it soon, and that we need to investigate the status of the enemy's force, but... I'm afraid so. We confirmed the troops departed the Imperial capital, headed for Aryan Road. If they are followed by a second and third batch of reinforcements, then the difficulty of taking back Aryan Road will increase exponentially. But that does not mean we are entirely without recourse. I am just at a loss as to when the soldiers will arrive. Right away. You never cease to amaze. Your answers always bring me joy. Okay, let's gather everyone immediately. We'll begin the war council for the departing troops.
Welcome! Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Is that the one? Thanks. Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Come back.
Seems we are just in time. Any later and Aryan Road may have been lost. Her Majesty was right to send me here.
Hubert. So, you have come here in command of extra troops from the Imperial capital. I had hoped to take the fort while it was poorly defended. Now, well, there is nothing to be done. We must defeat him, and then take Aryan Road. Traps have been set throughout Aryan Road to repel invaders who make it inside. If I remember correctly, there should be devices somewhere that let you deactivate the traps. However, Aryan Road has been in Imperial hands for a while now. They may have changed how things work. But there's no point in dawdling. Let's just make a point to disable any devices we come across.
Ready when you are.
There's no stopping me.
At your service.
My orders?
Onward.
I'll crush them all.
Leave it to me.
What's my strategy?
I'd be honored.
Surprise reinforcements. We must defeat them.
It won't be in vain.
No luck, buddy. All the city's defense.
So, the system has been modified. The person operating the traps must be elsewhere.
I can't lose! It was the only way.
I expect no less.
Thank you.
I must pull through. Well done. What's my strategy?
That should take care of it.
Prepare yourself! It is done. Onward.
Can't hold me back. Is that all? All for Lady Rhea. Stay down! I'll never back down.
Saw it coming. I won't stop here. Let's see you dodge this! I swear it wasn't in vain.
You took me lightly.
All for Lady Rhea. Good idea.
Excuse me. Yeah. Let's keep our guard up.
Can't hold me back.
I don't expect forgiveness.
Too slow. Saw it coming.
What a help.
I suppose you thought defeating the troops outside the castle first would demoralize the ones within. Not such a bad idea, honestly.
Child's play.
For now.
It is done.
All is going to plan. Predictable. It won't be in vain. I'm getting...
Shot!
Predictable.
Is that all?
I must pull through.
I'm grateful.
I must steel myself.
I'll never back down.
Much appreciated. was the only way.
I had to protect my friends. This is...
Just look! I got you! It's my duty. I can't lose! I'm still here. Without...
I swear it wasn't in vain.
Watch and learn. Here is something to believe in. Another victory. So steadfast.
I won't stop here.
Thank you.
Hey! Let's keep our guard up. A tragic end.
Orient Road is a crucial asset to the Empire.
All for Lady Rhea.
Too slow.
Good idea.
What's my strategy?
could turn the tides.
Repent from the grave! Can't hold me back.
I knew you could do it.
I've got you! I must steel myself.
You make me feel safe.
Another face to haunt me.
Fighting is what I do.
Got saw it coming.
First grant, you certainly have. That's us.
Lord Hubert was defeated? Retreat! Sound the retreat!
The Empire troops are withdrawing. This is it. We failed to get Hubert, but at least we have recaptured Aryan Road. Let's clean up the wreckage and return to Garreg Mach. Well done, everyone. Oh, it's you. I think all of this work is just catching up with me. Just pretend that yawn never happened. By the way, I wanted to thank you for your help with the Aryan Road campaign the other day. You were exceptional. Your leadership was key in taking back Aryan Road safely. Indeed, everyone gave their all for victory. I am always being saved by those around me, it seems. It seems that after taking back Aryan Road, many things are changing within the kingdom. Specifically, the lesser lords of the lands surrounding Aryan Road have pledged vassalage to the kingdom. The knights they possess may now be added to the kingdom's army. And if that happens, I would like to leave them in your capable hands. Also, my apologies. Here I am, simply throwing one report after another at you. Perhaps. It is certainly true that I have been stuck in my quarters lately, dealing with more official business and other such tasks than ever before. But that is something I have been putting off for far too long. Though it is exhausting, filling in the blanks of 5 years and several months must be done. I am going to tackle them all, one at a time. That is one small part of my atonement. So, Professor, I have been doing all of the talking, but I assume you came here for a reason. A victory celebration, you say? You know, this reminds me of that time I dragged you to the dining hall. Do you recall? If memory serves, that was after the mock battle between the houses. It was a wonderful time. We had just finished our mission, and we were invited to join in the celebration. You know, every once in a while, I do long to be part of the group as well. But do you think that it is really acceptable for someone like me to quietly join in the merriment? You really think so? Well, if you insist. Thank you, Professor. Now then, let's go. Together.
Thank you so much. I am grateful. I have gratitude. Thanks so much!
I think.
That reminds me.
Oh. Speaking of, I went to Kiev, but after it was liberated, I suppose no matter what.
What do you think?
Speaking of with the cap, he would refuse. However, then I shall tell you. With the cap, he would. However, then I shall tell you.
You plant being a pup. It hurt.
This experience.
Hey, you.
Hello there. Using the judging by the empire, but it won't do.
Could be. So how? It's.
What do you think?
What do you think? Remember well, but and he. That reminds me.
This eating food.
This looks.
This is.
All the more reason to train.
Thank you.
Having allowed the Imperial Army to invade, the Alliance Army makes their last stand at the center of House Regan territory in Deirdre. The Kingdom Army rushes to their aid after amassing more troops.
Thank you so much.
The citizens of Deirdre have all been evacuated and are now at sea. Are you sure about this? If Deirdre were to fall, those ships don't have enough resources for...
Deirdre won't fall. Have some faith in me, will you?
Oh, yes, sir.
Our line of defense has been broken. The Imperial Army will be here any moment.
Understood. You two join up with the troops in the city.
Yes, sir.
Judith, are you ready?
As ready as I'll ever be. It's been years since I last battled in the city streets.
Don't go messing up because your vision is weakened with age. Take the defensive for now.
Yeah, I get it. You hang in there too, boy. Your wounds from Gronderfield haven't fully healed yet, have they?
No, but it's not like I can sit this one out. I have to make my daring escape after all. Yeah, for the last time, stop calling me boy. That's an official order from the leader of the Alliance.
Understood, Leader Man. I wonder if our little ray of hope will show up. We fought on opposite sides at Gronder, didn't we?
They'll come. You can count on it. If anyone can bring him back, it's Teach. Teach will talk and he'll listen. But more than anything, I've seen their skill and their abilities. I believe in them.
Claude, reinforcements are coming from the west. Their banner is that of the kingdom.
What did I tell you? They're here, and just in time.
It appears the Imperial Army has already marched into Deirdre and engaged the Alliance. It seems the Imperial advance has been stalled by guerrilla skirmishes. The Alliance forces are holding out, but they won't last much longer.
That must be Judith of House Daphne, who joined up with Claude's troops. To think Judith, a true hero, would find herself backed into a corner like this.
It is not so. The Alliance has only drawn the enemy so deeply into the city to allow us to attack them from behind. Brilliant. I believe so. He put his soldiers into position purely on the belief that we'd come. I can't believe Claude would risk everything on that belief. He has placed all of his hopes on us. Let's make sure we live up to his expectations, Professor. Here we go. Let's move!
The leader of the Alliance has managed to escape to the harbor, has he? Those rats resist in vain.
Your Excellency, there's an army closing in on us from outside. The banners are those of House Blathid.
Blathid? I see. That idiot failed, it seems. Hurry up and kill the leader of the Alliance. With him gone, Deirdre will fall.
I will not let Claude die.
Hey, you're late. Hurry up and help.
What's my strategy? to plan.
Leave it to me.
I'd be honored.
At your service.
I'll crush them all.
There's no stopping me.
Ready when you are. Onward.
With the guy so helpless, I feel sorry for him. So, I'll do what I can.
Allow me to demonstrate. Another victory.
Here is something to believe.
It won't be in vain.
Don't waste it. Let's go. Let's try this.
The subjugation of Deirdre is complete.
They're showing up. Nothing for it but to blockade the gate leading to the town. I don't want...
It's no good. We're surrounded. I need to hurry up, and to get to the harbor, first we have to get rid of the enemy.
And now you've made me mad.
That's enough! Sorry, but it's you or me. Ooh, nice!
Another victory.
You took me lightly.
Thank you.
Take action. Don't waste it.
You're making me work. Can't afford to slack off. Don't get used to this.
How invigorating.
Thank you. That was a big help.
Fighting wears you out.
Appreciate it.
It won't be in vain.
In the name of justice! I'm still here.
Excuse me. I had to protect my friends. I don't know.
Breathtaking.
Clever. Nothing is more foolish than dying in vain.
Guess I have no choice. Can't afford to slack off. Never let your guard down. Don't get used to this. Thanks.
I swear it wasn't in vain.
I aim for greatness.
Your
No hesitation!
weak.
Stand aside!
Now's our chance.
Look.
Much needed. Allow me to demonstrate.
Do our hopes end?
Uncle, I need to know. The incident 9 years ago. You were involved, weren't you? You know something. What did Cornelia... No. What did my stepmother do?
You are not qualified to look into the darkness. You and Edelgard. Do your best to kill each other. You are family, after all.
There it is. The light.
Thank you so much.
He's dead. There goes our chance to gain more information. And again, even if we had managed to capture him alive, judging by the way he was acting...
Teach is absolutely right. We should take this rare opportunity to let off some tension.
It's been a long time, Claude. I'm glad to see that you're safe.
Same. I haven't seen you since the nightmare that was Gronder. She really did come to help us. You must be a bunch of soft-hearted suckers, huh?
If you really felt that way, you would not have set up a defensive battle in the hopes that we would come. It worked out only because we made it in time. Were you really so confident that we would answer the call?
Of course. I knew you wouldn't hesitate to put yourself second and come running to our aid. You and I are cut from different cloth. I wouldn't make a move unless I could gain something from it. You've always been just the opposite. And of course, I've always been fond of taking dangerous risks. After all, I sent that express messenger before you had even recaptured the kingdom capital. If all went to plan, I knew you'd recapture it soon, and then respond to our request for aid. It was riskier than usual, I'll give you that, but it was the only card I had to play, so I took the gamble.
You crossed too many dangerous bridges for my liking.
I know. But that ends today.
What do you mean?
Here, take this. Use it however you see fit.
The legendary bow Fail Not. Isn't this the... Hold, Claude. This must be one of your jokes.
It's not a joke. As of today, the Leicester Alliance is no more.
Just what are you
If you're going to lead Fodlan, then the Alliance Lords will follow you. Back in the day, the Alliance split off from the Kingdom. Oh, and I've already gained the support of the other Lords at the Round Table Conference, so you can stop looking at me like I'm crazy. All that's left for me is to officially step down as the leader of the Alliance. Hold your horses, I'm leaving Fodlan. There are things... That's why I became the Alliance leader to begin with, actually. But it left me no time for what I was really... You'd better not take on too many responsibilities yourselves, or else you'll end up in the same... And remember, both the living and the dead cling... It's up to us to break free of that weight, and follow the path that we believe...
Claude.
Oops. I almost forgot the most important. If you're looking for Rhea, apparently she's being held captive. It doesn't sound like they intend to kill her, but there's no telling what.
You have my gratitude.
Gratitude? Thanks, but no thanks. As far as I'm concerned, we're even now. I don't know how many years will pass until then, but let's promise to meet again. And when we do, don't be too hard on me, Your Kingliness.
I see. So my uncle's defeat is beyond doubt?
Yes, Your Majesty. I have confirmed it via countless channels. I advise that we accept this as a
Pretty words, but I'm afraid we can't rest until the joy outweighs the sorrow. And for that to happen, it now seems we must Dimitri, who took back Ferdiad, Claude, who managed to... and that professor, who is successfully mobilizing the Knights of...
What will you do, Your Majesty?
Pull back our forces. In the west to Arian Road.
Fort Mercius, I presume.
Indeed. And dispatch the Death Knight to guard it. In the meantime, I will...
Forgive me, but I must speak bluntly. I do not agree with what you intend to do. Though slight...
Even I cannot always choose the direction my path leads me. There is no other way. And so, I must walk on.
Part 2. Azure Moon. Blue Sea Moon. The Impregnable Fortress. When Claude steps down as its leader, the Leicester Alliance disbands, and its lords swear fealty to the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. The chaos in the kingdom begins to dissipate as the people unite under Dimitri's rule. Riding this momentum, the Kingdom Army prepares to march south for a decisive battle against Imperial forces.
We will finally have our decisive battle with the Empire this month.
The Eastern Lords are in the process of consolidating all of the troops within the entire kingdom. In addition, ever since Arian Road's liberation, the Western Lords have been declaring their fealty, one after another.
Affairs within the kingdom have calmed down considerably, and we even managed to win over the Alliance. If we're going to march from the monastery to Inbar, then we'll have to cross the Great Bridge of Myrden again, right?
Yes, I believe so. As we have gained the Alliance's support, we should not have any trouble this time. After the bridge, we can cross Gronder Field and head south, and then we'll take Mercius, the so-called impregnable fortress that towers on the other side.
Fort Mercius, I know of it. They say it rivals even...
Count Burgleys, the Empire's Minister of Military Affairs, but according to our spies, a large-scale military force has entered this stronghold. Perhaps they are gathering soldiers from various regions to compensate.
If we try to avoid it, those troops will follow us and attack from the rear. It is best for us to handle the situation head-on. Once we take Fort Mercius, Enbar will be within reach. This is the Empire's last chance to stop us from...
If this is the last fort between us and them, then the Emperor will likely do everything...
I just received a report on that very... It is the Death Knight who awaits us.
We took quite the crutch first.
I'm getting the hang of this.
We took the crutch first.
So,
Just as I do. He's pretty.
he was elusive. I wonder, he was elusive?
Just as I do. He's pretty.
From this point onward, I'm glad. First, as far as this.
So... even in me, I...
Some looks good.
Try harder.
Practice is paying off.
Professor? Splendid!
I understand.
Regardless of
You look like a...
I'm final.
I've learned a thing or...
I'm ever so grateful. Well worth the effort.
Eating food.
Am I doing all...
I appreciate. This is new.
This looks...
So...
Professor, if we...
A beach rich. That's how the...
Well...
First, as far as this... The skill will serve me well in the future.
Of course. Professor.
I always was a quick study.